Hi, I just wanted to talk a bit about the overlay system I'm at the moment coding. Yeah, it's not really finished yet, but as the season starts, I want to release a first version of it, and maybe you can over the weekend play around with it a bit and see if it works for you. Yeah, it's based on OBS and Pygame, which is a Python library I'm coding the overlays in. And what you're now seeing is the basic overlay without anything on it. So just the GT3 logo, left lower corner, the Gavra-League logo in the right upper corner, and then you can just toggle in things like the lap count, which is now for a qualifying session just a time countdown. And you can also toggle in the current driver, which is here AI driver, which is not in the database, therefore it doesn't have any country, which is the Olympic flag here. License is always freshman if you don't have any here, and yeah, 999 is the number, but that's kind of yeah, strange here. But that's the basic number, the default number. If you switch it to not GT3, so to free drive, you don't have a number anymore, because it knows that there are different numbers every race, and so you won't have them in database. I will just quickly show you how it looks for a driver in the database, which is myself here. So that's how it looks. And yeah, basically if you now go to the GT3 overlay again, you also have a car, which is McLaren for me, with number 9, which is my number in this competition. And yeah, there's a helmet also next to my name, which is my helmet I put to the website. About 20 drivers did this. For the others, there are no helmets, so the spot won't be taken. There's the flag, of course, for the country, which is German in my case. Yeah, and that's basically it. So now I will just go out of this race and just show you how to really set up this all. Yeah, what you have to keep in mind is it's like 2 weeks ago they introduced UDP, so it's not that let's just switch it off. So it's not that advanced already, but it will grow, this code. Yeah, the options, so you have to configure, or I don't know how it's called in your language, but it's configure the interaction with some external apps. You have to set up the, oh no, my program broke. Okay, yeah, but you have to set up it to Project Cast 1, and the UDP frequency depends on your computer power, basically, because if you set it high, there will be more data to process, and if you set it low, there will be less data, but if you set it low, it will, yeah, just update not that fast. If you set it high, it will update fast, so it's kind of a trade-off between your performance of your computer and the performance of this whole thing. I set it to 4 should be fine for everybody. So just maybe do that. Another thing you might want to consider is go to the options, and then to, I guess it's messages, pop-up messages, and just, yeah, toggle them off. You can also switch here, this single ones, what you want or what you don't want. But everybody will see it, because it's not like the broadcast in PS4, which takes account for that and just pixels all the stuff. It will just show right away. So if your girlfriend sends you something, would not be nice to show this to the whole world, maybe. So let's just go back to the game. yeah, it works also in videos, so I will just load some videos of the Gavra-League to show some other players than myself. During this waiting times, it is possible. No, let's do that. It's possible to load some videos like the one by Vector and Formula Renault preview. So and now we are back. Oh yeah, it's GT. So let's just go to different drivers like Ferrari, who has no helmet. His number is there, country flag, Great Britain is there, his car, the Lamborghini, is there. Yeah, there are different drivers, and Marcus, for example, has also a helmet available. Yeah, and what is going through there and the bottom, that's some data. We can adjust for that, just to your liking. If you want, it's license, it's a team of the driver in this competition, the championship points, which are 0 for everybody at the moment, of course. The car, which is the Audi R8 LMS, the races he was in and wins, so 5 races in Academy, of course, for him, and 1 win there, 1 pole, 4 times on the podium, so he didn't win the championship. I don't know who did in this Academy group, but yeah, that's basically it. We can maybe add some data if we get them from the drivers, like the wheels they are using, because we are not the real racing league, we are simulation racing league, so the wheels we are using, for example, some Thrustmaster or Logitech or whatever, or Fanatec, I guess he is using the Fanatec, would be nice to display them. Yeah, and we can blend in much more than that. Okay, this team is a bit long, team name there. We can blend in much more than that, but yeah, I just want to release now a working version before the season, and then improve it with time. Probably not this season that much, but like championship points right away. So from database it gets the championship points. You can just get a position, of course. It also saves all the lap time or lap sector times, which are not displayed yet. They are in the code but not displayed really, because the game is yeah, it has a lot of bugs, as you might know. And if you want to do much data processing, it has to be like some kind of consistent, at least, and that's not. So yeah, with all these bugs not sorted out yet, I don't want to risk the program to break down every now and then. Yeah, what is also what I want to show you is basically how it looks. So that's how the window of the program looks like. So you have on the right side, you have all this overlays. It's now cut a bit, the Gavra logo at least, and you can just yeah, toggle on, toggle off what you want to. So the lap count, which is in replace not working. Current driver, you can put it off, on, whatever. The different overlays, like for example the free drive mode where there's no car, the Formula Renault logo, you can reset all of this, then it will just freeze for a second and then restart. Yeah, that's basically it. this reset button is also at the moment bit important to click it once you switch the session, of course, so that it will forget the other names of the recent session, and load the new ones, and also for the switch between qualifying and race, just because the lap count works at the moment that it counts from all the laps of all drivers, and from the first guy it takes a lap, so it's not the lap of the current driver but the overall lap, like it's in some Formula 1 broadcasts, and it's not provided by the game, this data, so I have to calculate for that. And so a clean start at the beginning, or just right in front before the beginning of the race, would be nice. Otherwise it can be mess up. So, but if anything goes wrong during the race or something, you can, there's a command, so console window also to this program, which is just showing some stuff. And also if it breaks down, it would be nice to just make a picture or whatever of this error message and just send it to me, because yeah, bug fixing is not as easy as it's a game with long loading times and whatever. Also online, I did not do that much online testing. It works, but I don't know if something will happen with really full lobbies and with broadcaster, with director and stuff. I don't know how the game will handle this, because it's the UDP data of Project Cars 1, and it's not Project Cars 1 and but 2, and Project Cars 1 didn't have like broadcaster and director, so I don't know how this will handle this. If it's another driver or something, it will probably mess it up. Yeah, by the way, it's coded for 16 drivers. It's used to be in the online mode. Yeah, because the game changes the data structure quite massively if it's more than 16 drivers. So if you use it in for testing in some offline session, it will probably break if it's more than 16 people driving there. What I want to show you also is yeah, the OBS. So that's now, yeah, this window is this nice fashion. Yeah, you have different scenes on the left here. Usually you just have to take this overlay plus PS4 stream. That's doing the job. Then there's this Formula Renault preview, for example, so you can just load in some videos. Can be track introduction, like in this video, championship introduction, the driver's introduction or whatever. So you can put in some videos or some highlight videos of last week's or whatever. You can put it in there and then just play it during some spare time, like between the races, because we have 2 races each evening this season. In this practice session, which is in between, I don't know if there's any, but I guess there is, or at least a qualifying session. You can play it there or during loading times or whatever to just reduce them a bit, fill them with something. Yeah, that's basically it, I guess. So I can't show you here because when I switch, it's gone. But in the overlay plus PS4 stream, you have the overlay of the Pygame window. It might happen that you have to set it up, so just click on it and yeah. Wait, oh, it's done. Yeah, here. Okay, here it's just the monitor recording. I have 2 monitors. Doesn't matter. So usually it's a different kind of. It's not the monitor, but the window recording, and then you can just select the right window there. Also for the PS4 stream. So you just have to set it up once and then it should run. If there's some problem, just restart the console window basically. So close the console window of the Pygame program. Yeah, you have also to install Python and Pygame. I will just put a link in the description. Also OBS, of course, but I guess you know this, and the PS4 remote. But how to set it up, I guess there are much better videos that I can explain it here. So yeah, that's basically it. I don't know if I forgot something. Yeah, there will be some database also. Let's go back to the stream. There will be some database also, which will be updated once a week, I guess. So I will just upload the new version. It's an Excel file. You can also look at it in it, and it contains drivers' names and yeah, drivers' names, the pictures, or the link to the pictures. The pictures are also in the folder, but the links to it, the numbers, the cars, the teams, the whatever, and also some wins and some stats from the championship, like also championship points. And this will be updated, of course. And yeah, so that's basically it. I will just upload a folder with all the stuff in it, with my code, and also the links for the external programs or libraries. Then you should be able to install it, and it would be nice if you see any bugs appearing. Just report them to me. I will also put a text file into the folder, which is editable for everybody, and you can just write in some suggestions, some bug reports, something you want to have in the program. Just send it to me. It will take some time to code all of this, but it's really adjustable. You can do whatever you want. Basically, if it's provided by the game, the data, or I can calculate most of the data if it's not provided. But yeah, that's basically because it's self-made and there are no limitations by anything else. So yeah, that's basically it. I hope it will work for you. I hope it will also work for you if you have a single monitor. Maybe I'll just show this. So if you have OBS, you just have to put it to the side a bit, maybe, and then put a window like this, and then you will have it. Yeah, that's it. So I hope everything is clear. If not, just comment on this video, ask me stuff, or in the chat of PS4. Yeah, thanks.